underway. Crescent City was a nice stop for us. Didn't do much there, but got a couple things done. Fog's lifted up about 200 feet above our heads. That's nice. This is Round Rock. That's where Emma caught her first fish in California. That was a nice little black rockfish. Made a wonderful meal. Okay. Due south, about 45 miles, is Trinidad Head. That's where we hope to anchor tonight. Beyond that, Eureka. Another, it's about 20 miles after that. Conditions are looking great out here. You can't ask for better conditions. It feels like a lake. There's only a 2 to 3 foot rolling swell, 7 seconds apart. Supposed to build tomorrow, but we'll be into Eureka by then. Okay. Making way.
Our passage was pretty uneventful, with times of limited visibility, so the light and variable winds was just fine for us. This gave us a chance to try out different sail configurations and get to know Basik a little better. The wildlife was out in full force as we saw dolphins, molas, and quite a few pods of humpback whales. We didn't have far to travel, so there was no rush. This was a calm and leisurely sail down the coast. That is, until the last 10 minutes.
So here we are, tucked in behind Trinidad Head. I hate it and I love it. I love it because it's picturesque, it's beautiful. It's got this sea of boats here I wasn't anticipating. You know, on all the charts it showed this is a nice anchorage, but not a lot of room in there. That's all 20 and 30 foot deep. Out here is 50, 60 foot deep. So I went around over here, around this little island, and I was going to anchor over there where there was a little bit of clearance. And it shows that that is a good anchorage over there on my charts. Drop the anchor, and that rock now, I can feel it just skipping across big boulders. I mean, so instantly I pull it up, and we're looking for a new spot, and we catch a nice big rock in the rock now. So I'm struggling trying to get that out. The wind's blowing 20 and Lynn's at the helm and we lose steering. The hydraulic ram blows. Now we have no steering. Rudders are kicked sideways. We have a rock stuck in our anchor and engines are still on. So I grab the helm, get the anchor up as tight to the boat as I can, and steer with just the engines only, just to relocate, get out of that situation. With the rudders kicked, it was a little tricky. Took us a minute to get over here. Okay, I'll admit, it took a little bit more than a minute, but let's take a look at this. Here's our path coming in. This pink line represents our entrance into the anchorage. You can see us coming up nicely. Right here we decide there's not enough room in this anchorage here. So we go around Prisoner Rock, and this is our path coming over, and we try setting the hook here. This is where everything went crazy. We lose control of the steering, we get the rock stuck in the anchor, and you can see the wind is drifting us back. At this position here, you know, look at this. We have exposed rocks. I could see these, and rocks are awash all around us. I take control of the boat with engines only, and we limp back around Prisoner Rock over to this mooring field over here. We'd make one attempt at one mooring ball, and I didn't have a good shot on it, and the wind's drifting us over, but Lynn was able to grab the next one. But there's all these mooring balls here, so I figure, okay, I'll get up to one of these. Lynn runs forward, she grabs a mooring ball. We tie off, and the mooring field operator comes out and talks to us, says, hey, look, these are small mooring balls. They're not intended for a boat your size. But it looks like the wind's going to be dying down. I told him our situation. He said, okay, but get out of here before tomorrow. It's going to start blowing. We'll see. It feels like, I hope we don't drag this thing. I mean, we're a light boat, but anyways, so the steering. We have no steering. So I disable the ram and I put on our temporary steering system. And this was just sketched out by me when we're designing the steering. And in theory, it looks like it would work, but I didn't like it. It's all rigged up and it was too difficult to pull both rudders over manually. I'm gonna have to come up with a better way for a backup system. Well, for sure, I'm getting an extra ram, I'll tell you that. We can swap out rams pretty quick. So that will be our backup. But for now, I lashed the rudders straight, so at least we could steer with engines. So we're gonna hightail it out of here first thing in the morning at daybreak. The winds will be calm and we'll get down to Eureka. We'll have to cross the Eureka Bar and get up into Humboldt Bay and into the marina without rudders. So it'll be interesting. I feel pretty confident steering with just engines. And most of the time when I come into a marina, I don't use the rudders at all regardless, but I've never gone 20 miles without rudders. We'll see how this works tomorrow. So for now, I'll put a anchor alarm on. Make sure, hopefully we don't drag this guy's mooring ball. I've got double lines on it. I'm not too worried about moving too far. If we start moving, start dragging, alarm will go off, we'll kick on the engines and figure things out. But for now, guess we just enjoy the view, have some dinner, and hit it first thing in the morning. Start heading south. We'll see how this goes. Okay, bright and early the next morning, the wind died down. This mooring held us all night. Ran an anchor watch system and we just kind of rotated and bobbed around it all night. A little bit of fog this morning, but a lot of hustle and bustle in this little anchorage. It's time to get out of here. We'll limp on into Eureka this morning. It's about 22.5 miles. We'll see how things go, steering with just the engines. You know, I've done that going in and out of a slip in a marina, just never this long a distance, so we'll see how it works. Rudders are secure. I've lashed them in the straight position. So in theory, this should work. I guess we'll see. Well, seemed like it's running pretty good so far. Took me a minute to balance the rudders. I set it up so I could actually adjust it slightly back and forth to find the center point. You could see right here, as we're leaving the anchorage, it was difficult to keep the boat on its course. And about right here is where we got the rudders balanced enough that, look at this, we could just keep a nice heading. Once we found that, I could just use the engine controls to somewhat navigate a straight line. You know, we're varying 5 degrees above and below our course, but I think that's pretty good considering. Humboldt Bay Coast Guard, Humboldt Bay Coast Guard, Humboldt Bay Coast Guard. This is sailing vessel basic. Over.
Sailing vessel Stacy, this is Coast Guard Station Humboldt Bay.
Yes, we would like to inform you of our situation. We are a 43-foot sailing catamaran. We had a malfunction with our steering and have no control of our rudders. We are on limited steering as we enter the harbor.
Sailing vessel Stacy, Coast Guard Station Humboldt Bay. How many people do you have on board?
3 POB. Over.
Roger, Captain. Coast Guard Station Humboldt Bay. Are you in any need of any assistance? Over.
We are under power right now, making way at 5 knots with limited steering. I feel comfortable, but what is the bar condition? Over.
Captain hailing Coast Guard Station Humboldt Bay. As a 0800 in the bar channel, 2 to 4 feet rolling. In the engine channel, 1 to 2 feet rolling. Middle ground, 1 to 2 feet rolling. Wind, light and variable. Visibility, 2 nautical miles.
Copy, thank you.
Board, I'll have you put those on everyone. And can I get your exact GPS location?
Copy. We have life vests on at all time. Our GPS location as of now, 40 degrees, 50.850 north, 124 degrees, 13.706 west. Over.
Tell us before you enter the bar and once you get through the bar. Over.
Copy. SV Basic standing by on 16. Thank you for your assistance. We're seeing a lot of these sunfish out here. Molas.
Fun fact, the ocean sunfish, or common mola, is one of the heaviest known bony fishes in the world. Adult molas can grow over 2,200 pounds, or 1,000 kilos. They are an odd-looking creature that resemble a large head with no body and a tail.
Kind of fun. Okay, we're about 2 miles from entering the harbor. Things are running smooth still. Conditions could not be better, except for the fog, but we can live with that. Should be interesting in the narrow channel though. You know, I've been practicing trying to keep this boat straight out here in the open sea, but it's gonna be a narrow channel, and I think we'll do okay. I'll just have to slow the speed down a little. At speed, it's tough to keep it in a straight line. Slower speed, I'll be able to maneuver a little easier, I think. Vessel Basic, over.
Sailing vessel Allen Coast Guard Station Humboldt Bay on channel 16. Go ahead, over.
Copy. We are updating you with our position. We are crossing the bar and entering the channel now.
Sailing vessel Stacy, Coast Guard Station Humboldt Bay. Roger. Over.
As we approached the harbor, it was really cool to see the sheriff boat at the entrance. They overheard our conversation with the Coast Guard and wanted to be there if we needed any assistance. It's about a 3 nautical mile trip to the marina, and they escorted us the entire way. These types of situations don't worry me because my parents always have a great handle on things. We made it to the marina without incident because my dad kept Basic under control. Thanks again! Not bad.